July 4th, 2022, Daily Bread. Passage Mark chapter 14, verse 10 through verse 26. Key verse 24. Title: The Lord's Supper. Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money, so he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, when it was customary to sacrifice the Passover Lamb, Jesus' disciples asked him, "Where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" So he sent 2 of his disciples, telling them, "Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him. Say to the owner of the house he enters, 'The teacher asks, where is my guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs, furnished and ready. Make preparations for us there." The disciples left, went into the city, and found things just as Jesus had told them. So they prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus arrived with the 12. While they were reclining at the table eating, he said, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They were saddened, and one by one they said to him, "Surely you don't mean me." "It is one of the 12, he replied, "one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." While they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take it. This is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many," he said to them. "Truly I tell you, I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Daily Bread Message. Jesus had been teaching his disciples of his upcoming suffering, rejection, death, and resurrection, though they never understood. Now the time had come. Verses 10 through 16 show that everything was prepared. This included his own betrayal at the hands of Judas. Jesus was prepared as the Passover Lamb, prepared by God to be sacrificed. When Jesus announced his betrayal to the 12, they were stunned. They became introspective and approached him saying, "Surely you don't mean me." Jesus helped them to see that this is what was written about him. This too is in accordance with the word and will of God. Then Jesus taught them that his body and blood had been given for them. His body would be broken, and his blood poured out for many. In this way, Jesus bore our sin on himself. In this way, he opened the kingdom of God for all who take his body and blood. Jesus is our Passover Lamb, prepared by God for the restoration of his kingdom. Prayer. Lord, thank you for preparing Jesus as my Passover Lamb. Help me to take his body and blood each day and live with hope in your kingdom. One word: Jesus is my Passover Lamb.